This image has been going around social media from a lot of right-wing accounts who are saying that the left has no right to be upset about Donald Trump demolishing the East Wing because Obama did this. They're saying this is from the Obama administration. This is from the FDR administration. This is the East Wing. It was built in 1902. FDR demolished it in large part so he could build a bunker underneath it as part of presidential security during World War II. That bunker, of course, is still there and is being modernized as the ballroom is being built on top of it. This is what Obama did. He added a basketball hoop to an existing tennis court so he could play basketball. But this is what Truman did. This is the interior of the actual White House. After FDR died, when Truman entered the White House, it was in complete disrepair. The second floor had actually started caving in a little bit, and engineers determined that it was unsafe for anyone to occupy it. Truman moved out into the Blair House across the street, which you can still go see. He got congressional approval for appropriation of funds to completely gut it. It was completely gutted. Only the exterior sandstone was left. They've added steel beams, electricity, rebuilt the whole thing. It took years. So why didn't Trump need congressional approval if Truman did? Because Congress isn't paying for it. Almost the entirety of Congress's power lies in its purse. If you don't need the purse, you don't need the body. So since the ballroom is being funded by bribes from corporations, he's just completely bypassed Congress. But aren't there other laws that would stop him from doing this? Actually, not really. The National Historic Preservation Act passed in 1966 that dictates the permits and permissions and etc. that you need when you're dealing with historical buildings in DC, exempts the White House and the Supreme Court building and the Capitol. Construction on the White House is usually overseen by the National Capital Planning Commission. Trump gutted that board at the beginning of his term and replaced as many seats as he could with Republican loyalists. The Trump administration is claiming that the commission does not oversee demolition, which is how he got away with tearing down the East Wing without their oversight. And that's not based on nothing. In 2022 and 2023, the general counsel of the commission did say that if a project was about demolition, that they didn't have any authority over it. However, they weren't talking about the White House. The commission oversees construction, so the administration is submitting their plans for the ballroom to the commission for review, but didn't submit anything about the demo. So as in most cases, Trump doesn't ignore the law. He manipulates it for his own purposes and finds loopholes that serve him. Wash in a splash of corporate greed and bribery, and you've got a real visible symbol of exactly what the Trump administration is all about.